This is City Records in Amsterdam, and just a beautiful, glorious day today. And we're in transit to Bangkok here in a couple of hours, so I have a good hour to kill here in the store. So what I failed to mention on my last video in Paris was that we took a very extensive trip around the world. 4 cities for record shopping. Paris was just terrific, Born Bad Records. And now here in Amsterdam, we had an afternoon of a layover to get back to the plane, back on the metro to the KLM flight to Bangkok. But Jasper at City Records was really terrific, and I made it in there. I bought some records. I'll show you what I got after the flip video. Enjoy. Of course, we have the wall of pain, as I like to say. Also a very nice owner here in the store. Not too big, but plenty of records. And then let's check the punk and new wave out. Let's see. Oh my gosh, magazine. I do have this magazine. I have this Damned at home. Don't have the Iggy and the Stooges. And I have the Stranglers. I'll find something. Oh, Angry Samoans. Oh man, I'm gonna have to check that magazine out. That's the good one. Another magazine. Oh my god. And I do have Wall of Voodoo. So again, I was looking for some Dutch stoner rock, and Betty Server, Daryl Ann, and nothing here, but that's okay. Ooh, Susie and the Banshees? Jeez. Oh, The Fall. Oh my god. This should be a repress. Suicidal Tendencies. There's another copy of Real Life. Let me check this out. Oh, Suicide. Whoa. Oh, Penetration. I just picked up a copy of this about 6 months ago. I'm probably going to pick up a magazine album. Oh man, that Ultravox. I have this on an Italian press that I got in Bangkok. Let's see. Okay, a little crate digging. These are pop rock for €5. Straubs. You know, I just might pick this up. I don't have that Steelers wheel. And I have that one. You know, I don't have that Steel Eye span. The Boz. Huh, let's keep looking. Oh, Michael Stanley. Oh yeah, Screaming Blue Messiahs. Oh my gosh. I never find this in clean condition in the US. Never. Chris Stamey? What?
Ja. Ja, klopt. Het is wel eind jaren 70, begin jaren 80 punk, origineel. Dus die zijn gewoon heel zeldzaam. Vaak werden daar maar enkele tientallen van gemaakt. Dus ja, alles hoe zeldzamer, hoe duurder. En dat is fijn, misschien vind je wel eens dat soort dingen ergens. Ja. Ja, helemaal goed. Oké, doei.
So I'm in a bit of a hurry, but I did find this Runaways on a German press for $15. I'm going to pick this up. So I'm so glad I found a record shop with our layover. Going to Bangkok, where I'll do more record shopping. And headed back to the airport, taking the train, leaving Amsterdam. We only had a short layover, and on the way to Bangkok for more relaxation, a couple weeks there. Record stores, great food, of course. We'll see you there. So that was a really fun afternoon in Amsterdam, and I'm so pleased to have made it to a record store. City Records was just terrific. Jasper was a great host, the proprietor. And let me show you, there are 17 record shops in and around Amsterdam, and here we go. This is a list of them. Have a look. I did want to make it to Platypus and possibly Red Light, but I'm just very fortunate to have made it to the one shop because I was going in blind. My internet was down, so I just walked in a big circle and I found City Records, and I'm glad I did. So let me show you what I got. First off, and you did see this in the flip video, this is the second album by the Runaways. This is Queens of Noise. Lita Ford, Joan Jett, Cherry Curry. Glad to have this one. These are all on Dutch pressings. All 6 of these records. There's one album by an American artist that's on a US press. And there's on the Mercury for the Dutch press for the Runaways. And then next up in the $5 bin, or the €5 bin rather, down below as I was digging, I really like Jerry Rafferty's old band Steelers Wheel. And this does have Stuck in the Middle on it. And I never had this album, so I was really pretty stoked to find this one. And here's the back cover, and this is on a Dutch press. And I've really been looking for these records lately. This is by the great post-punk band Magazine, and this is the early one. This is from 1978. This is Real Life. just terrific to find this one. And Howard Devoto, of course, on vocals. And this is just a great album. I've enjoyed this. This is from 1978. And here is the back cover. And this is on the Dutch pressing for Virgin. And here is the label. And then one of my very early, very favorite bands of the 1970s is Traffic. And I had never had this Best of Traffic. This is on a Dutch pressing. And, you know, we have Medicated Goo, 40,000 Headmen, Feeling All Right, Shanghai Noodle Factory, and Dear Mr. Fantasy on this record. And here's Traffic. And then one American group. This is the Jangle Pop of Christamy. You know, Peter Holsapple, the DBs. I was really thrilled to find this one. And this is just an excellent album. Let me show you the back here. And on the US pressing, on the A&M label. And then one last record from City Records. And this is also a Dutch pressing. And I do have one other copy of this. I scored a copy of Ultravox, the debut, John Fox, right? Mine is an Italian pressing that I scored in Bangkok. But this sounds really good. Let me show you the gatefold here. And just thrilled to have this one. So I have two. I don't know what I'll do with the other one. I'll figure it out. And there's one last record I want to show you. When we arrived home in Reno from our trip, in the mail was a gift from Steve Harold. He has a great channel, of course, on YouTube. And he sent me a copy of Avengers. Check this out. Avengers are the San Francisco punk rock band very early on. And they opened for the Sex Pistols in very early of 1978 at Winterland. And that's a pretty cool memory and stat to have for sure. But this is very cool. This is Penelope Houston on vocals. I'm going to enjoy this one. I know the Avengers. I've listened to them a little bit. I never was into them back in the day. But thank you so much, Steve. And thanks so much. And on the very next video, I'll be showing Thailand, Bangkok, and a nice record shop in Bangkok, Thailand. See you next week. So again, I barely made it to a record store in Amsterdam, but I'm so glad I did. City Records was great, and we're flying the Royal Dutch Airlines, KLM, from Amsterdam to Bangkok. And it's going to be a lot of fun. This time, no hopping around down to Phuket, but more importantly, record shopping in Bangkok, great food and relaxation. We'll see you in Bangkok.